Hi everyone, this is Crystal with FARROWT READZ. I'm here for a pick a card reading. It's going to be a unique reading. This is going back to ancient Mesopotamia, the Anunnaki, if you're all interested. I promise some unique readings. I have to cut it short, but I promise there will be many more in the future. Please like, comment, subscribe if you're into this. It'll be very interesting, I promise. I will delve into what I can, and if anyone has any questions, or if you can search on your own, that's perfect as well. And let's see. Get my little selenite wand. I need to calm down. I'm a little excited about this one. I'm using 3 different decks. I have the Anunnaki Tarot, the Native American, and Sacred Geometry. Sorry to be so quick presenting that. This is pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. I want to see if I could get my rainbow hypnosis quartz out. You can focus on that. Just beautiful. Let's begin. Okay. Set pile 3 and 2 aside. We're going to be going into, I guess, what happened in your ancient life that is influencing, guiding your life currently. I draw from the bottom, and I'll begin with the Anunnaki cards. I'm going to be doing a Kachina knife spread. This is the first card. This is the second card. And from the Native American Tarot, try to adjust that. There we go. I made him of vessels. And 8 smoke signals. I apologize, I don't have a stand to show you the beautiful cards. That's why I try to present little things to distract you while I'm reading. I usually listen with my headphones. I don't pay attention to the cards if I'm hearing a read. Now we'll start with E.A. Enki. For each of them, I'm going to be reading from the tablets provided by, this is a new tarot deck. It's the Anunnaki Tarot. I'm going to provide all the information If anyone wants to look it up in the description box, I'll provide the timestamps below. So let's begin. Now this is from Mardukite Tablet C. I tell you, says Ainana Ishtar, that I am descending to the underworld. Father Enki, the Lord of Wisdom, who knows the secret of the food of life, who knows the waters of life, he will surely listen. He will surely bring me back to life. Enki is related to the domain of knowledge. He is also Enlil's brother and Marduk's father. And the esoteric power related to magic and scientific wisdom, Enki is considered the protector of the younger generation of Anunnaki. Anunnaki, those from which the heavens came. They descended from the stars. And Enki is known as the archetypal wizard sage. He's also the mentor of Marduk. His son, Marduk, is the magician. And essentially, this card is really representing you're a wise loner. You could have many friends or not. Whatever the case, people perceive you as wise. Maybe they're afraid to approach you. Or maybe they back off from you. They know your wisdom. And pretty much people are intimidated by it. Now we'll go to the next card. Nana, Sin, the moon. Sin, Nanar, mighty one among the gods. Bright is thy light in the heavens. Brilliant is thy torch like the god fire, whose purpose no man learns. The end of the month is thy day of oracle. The 30th day is thy festival. Namra Sit, god of the new moon, in might unrivaled, and whose purpose no man learns. The Sumerian legacy. Nanar, Sin. See, ancient Sumerians viewed the moon as governing the night. It lit the way for travelers. Basically, the sun at night. Nana, or Sin, was the eldest son of Enlil. Enlil is the brother of Enki. However, Enlil was not entitled with Enlilship. I can't get into that. I have to keep my video short, so I will get into that in future videos. So, Nana is the eldest son of Enlil, but not entitled to Enlilship. So he was not part of a hierarchy or inherited of that hierarchy. He maintained a lunar domain. So that's why the card is reflected of the moon. And in essence of this, you're a wise loner who people respect. You're self-reliant and possess unseen abilities such as psychic intuition, but you are capable of brainwashing and mind control. Yikes. You're pretty dangerous. And yes, people see you as mysterious, and if you haven't heard it, they probably call you mysterious. So if you haven't heard that, people are commenting about you behind your back that you're mysterious. And it's intimidating. Mysterious people are intimidating. Now I wanted to get into angel number 18, because those are the numbers that stuck out to me. We have the first card drawn, 10, here, and 8 here. And Nana, the moon, is 18. So 10, 8, 18, 18. So there's significance out in that. And that pretty much means you've already mastered the process of what you're wishing for, what you're manifesting in the material world, and it's about to be fulfilled. And if you're seeing the number 18 around, you see it repetitively, consciously think about what you're wishing for. Think happy thoughts and your wish becoming fulfilled. I also wanted to get into, see, Enki's the card, the wise one, number 9. But see, I felt that was important because it's a denominator of 18. And 9 is representative of spiritual strength. It's love, it has your faith, and you're basically a natural light worker, which makes sense because you have psychic intuition and abilities. So the best, when I look into the cards, the history behind this, see, it's about the family. 10 of Vessels, it's about the family. Happy family. I can't get that to focus. Darn it. Because of time, I might not do that anymore, you guys. Sorry. But basically, in Native American lore or history, the Native Americans believe that the best you can do for your children are simply just to love each other and take care of your home. And simply the rest will follow. You know, in Louisiana, the Natchez women, they were sold into slavery by the French. And this woman is a representative of that, the Maiden of Vessels. Beautiful. And also, she's infinitely gracious. She's sweet, she's kind, she's tender. However, this woman is rarely alone. So if she was sexually promiscuous, it was irrelevant. She wasn't seen as anything. It was healthy. She had many suitors. So excuse me, what I wanted to also mention was this was dominant in the Cheyenne and the Kiowa tribes. They communicated with no other tribes who could understand. And I'm getting into the smoke signals here. So tying this all together is, I see a person, what's coming through is a gentleman who's accomplished everything that he's ever wanted in the material world, in the spiritual sense, mentally, probably physically. You basically have been granted everything you've ever wanted. What you're craving is a home. You want a family, but not just with anyone. You want this Maiden of Vessels. She's a popular woman. And she's got a lot of suitors. But you're that loner. How are you going to get her? You're manifesting, right? But with that comes work. You probably encounter her a lot of times. And this goes, if you're a woman watching this, it could be you. That you're thinking of that man and he's thinking of you. However, what's strongly coming through is a gentleman. And he wants this. He wants this woman. He wants a family. But there's obstacles. He has to be aware. You have to be aware, my man. So how are you going to overcome that? You got to be more self-confident. You got to explore this love that you desire. That means taking new responsibilities. Okay? That's all it means. That was a pretty awesome read. I'm sorry it was so short. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, or share. Any questions? Yeah, comment and I'll get back to you. So let's, oh, I'm sorry. I forgot the sacred geometry, because that is what ties this all together. This romantic love that you're craving. 3 and 9, 12, 3. Divinity backs this. That's my perspective. But you have to accept and work and learn the language that she speaks. And I'm not talking about English or Spanish or maybe Arabic or, Mandarin. I'm not talking about that. It's that emotional love language. Okay? That's a new responsibility for you. That does not involve manifestation. That requires working on yourself if you want to manifest that woman in that happy home. You got the voice. You've already called it. That pink is representing the love you're calling, and the red is just grounding it and making it into reality. So thank you. And on to pile 2. We have the winged disc chariot, fiery chariot, reversed. Judgment, 20, Anunnaki. Warrior woman. The hermit. The fool. And authority. Now, the only number that really stood out for me, because I enjoy doing the numbers, but the only one that stood out to me was 0. It's an eternity symbol. It represents nothingness. However, it's beginning a new phase in your life. So let me begin with the fiery chariot. Marduk made ready the bow, his first choice in weapons. He slung a spear upon him. He raised the club in his right hand. The bow and the quiver he hung at his side. He set the flaming disc in front of him, and with the flame he filled his body. Mardukite, tablet N. So the fiery chariot is the emblem of divinity. It represents action, energetic activity. It follows cosmic law. And scholars have interpreted the fiery chariot as or this winged disc, basically as a planet or a star, a comet, a supernova. It's also the insignia of royalty in Mesopotamia and Egypt. And later in Hermetics of magic, they included this image as a serpent staff or a sacred wand, and it represented authority, also knowledge and power of cosmic law. So this is reversed, which basically means you failed to execute plans, you had wasted effort, and you did not seek adventure, or maybe you failed to be bold in experiences. Now, I would like to read the tablet for judgment. Anunnaki Assembly, Council of the Watchers. By the command of Shamash, the judge of heavens and earth, may truth and righteousness reign supreme throughout the lands. By the decree of Shamash, says Hammurabi, I have been given my eternal legacy. If a forthcoming ruler reads my words and does not corrupt the law, then may Shamash extend the length of his reign on earth. Mardukite Tablet L. Okay. Forgive me if you know how to pronounce this. I'm doing my best. But Shamash, in ancient Mesopotamian magic, it brings righteous judgment to critical situations. Shamash is a representative of heaven, an example of the sun, and illuminates darkness. Shamash, the sun, the judge, reveals lies and truth in all things. Law, truth, and balance in all things. So these are trials in court, nearing completion, or you're in the final stages of a cycle. So tying this together, it's inaction that was expected for the greater of all, and judgment was called from the decider, the sun. So let's see what the judgment was for you. It was the warrior woman. The warrior woman in Native American they're dedicated to a cause. When it's time to fight for a personal cause, they fight. They fight by their man, or they step up and they fight with their tribe. The Shawnee and the Apache women are known for this. And there's many, many jokes, fearful jokes about the Shawnee women in particular. Now the hermit, he's a mountain man, an outsider. He's the one that went away from, his own people that he comes from. However, he's not accepted, and it's dangerous for him to be on his own. So he hides and he fights for his life alone. But the wise and safest thing for him to do is to be accepted by Native American tribes. And usually they would marry women and take on their culture. So that's the example of this hermit. He's a man that has lived in both cultures. And this man symbolizes a father. And a father is representative of wisdom and fertility. And experiencing both sides of that life, it represents the entire mystery of life in its most secret way. And lastly, the fool. In this Native American card spread, it's a Kachina doll. All my beautiful Kachina dolls. And in the Hopi, it means spirit, a mass impersonator of the gods. But Pueblo used them as studies. And now the Hopi have 250 various forms, and representative of animals and gods and spirits and demons and angels, and there's lots. This one happens to be the clown Kachina, and it represents a balance of all things. So there's a theme here, a balance. There's been judgment, a beginning again. So it represents the void that is the source of all things. Connection between foolishness and holiness is traditional. And Native Americans believe the innocence of the fool is his strongest characteristics. In the essence, the clown of the Kachina clown, the fool, is creative light. So in this reading, you didn't step up. You were a spirit once of the Anunnaki in ancient Mesopotamia, and it seemed like you walked off the path of what was expected of you. You weren't bold enough to stand in your conviction. So judgment was rained upon you. And the judgment was to begin again, start again. And there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe in this lifetime, you're the judge. Maybe you are a judge. Are you making the right decisions in your judgment, in your authority? There's a lot of 3s and 6s in this card. This is a higher chakra, green. I wish I could get on into it more, but I must move on to the next pile. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you would like more future readings at length. Length is important. I'm a person of detail, and it's really aching me. I can't get more detailed. I'm limited on my time. And lastly, we have wonderful pile 3. We have Ishtar, star goddess. We have cosmic tree, life and death. Warrior of blades. Ace of shields. Four of vessels, pregnancy. Divine masculine. I love this card. So many diamonds in it. And I'll begin a reading from the starry goddess, Inanna Ishtar, queen of the heavens, mistress of the gods, the brightest star in the heavens. She sought out the 7 divine decrees and grasped them in her hand. With the garments of the queen of heaven, she dressed herself, and with holy oils she anointed herself. Mardukite, Tablet C. Ishtar is the archetypical Venusian goddess of Mesopotamia. She has 10,000 names. One of them is known as Isis from Egypt. Known in love and war, she was betrothed to Marduk, and Marduk is Enki's son, as a power couple. But neither wanted to share supremacy, so Ishtar was given the gate of Venus in Mardukite Babylon. And this is about accomplishing goals and hopes and personal fulfillment. And you may be a person of starry-eyedness. You have a lot of vision. And already cosmic tree. I'll read the tablet for that. Tree of life and death. Lord Enki planted the tree of Abzu and Iridu, its shade spreading over the heavens, its growth spreading across the earth. Mardukite, Tablet K. And when Ningishizda came forth, he added 2 branches to the human, Adamu, tree of life. the torturous serpent therein residing. Mardukite, Tablet G. And the cosmic tree is also known as the flower of the seed, pattern for all energetic expression in the universe, representative of macrocosm and microcosms. Esoteric symbol is the tree of life and death associated with the DNA, and in secret societies, this is employed, the archetype in elaborate initiation rites. It's representative of your next level. It's the transition. It's basically leaving the past behind to march ahead. This is a dark persona. So in essence, you got a starry-eyed person with a dark persona. Now, getting into the tarot cards of the Native American, the Comanche and Shoshone were tribes both known as snakes. The warrior that is fierce and delicate, courageous, but ultimately a victim of his ideas. They're inspired without the benefit of reflection. Now, the Ace of Shields. It's not literally a shield that the Native Americans would use. It was symbolic of what they've been through in life and what they've learned. And they would be hung. It's a time for inception and great undertakings and new beginnings and taking chances. And the Four of Vessels in pregnancies, meaning planning for the future. Plan very carefully for the future. Now, what I'm getting with this reading is a young lady or a woman that is very curious and she has aspirations and goals. But I'm probably tapping into that divine masculine energy. And sometimes dark forces can take over regarding that. I've learned about the number 22 and the 9 demon adversaries. One of them is called Zagan, Z-A-G-A-N. His number is 22. If you pick this pile, I would recommend you look up Zagan and understand what you might be calling, because this is your future, and you're birthing a new idea into your life, and it could take you down a very dangerous path. I really believe whoever picked this pile, it's a warning. So tread carefully, my friend. Don't let that shadow aspect of yourself take you over because of the dreams that lie ahead. You don't hurt people to get in the way. You don't compartmentalize your emotions too logically. Master your emotions. Don't hide from them. Don't compartmentalize them. Succeed. And you don't need to hurt yourself or others along the way. You don't need to boast if you get into something everyone else is excluded from. Please take this reading and let it guide you. Like and subscribe, comment, and I hope to hear and see you in the future. Love and light to you all.